So our audiences always like to ask, how did you get started? How old were you when you started? So those kinds of questions, just so we can get a sense of, your beginnings with your art.
Ladies first.
Well, I started with my parents, really. I think I was singing with them as soon as I could, babble. And we would sing a lot at home. My dad would play fiddle and piano and guitar, and I picked up the guitar, and it was way too big for me. But I've had a relationship with the guitar since. And also in school, we got to sing songs on Wednesdays in a circle.
Well, yeah. I grew in Mexico City, and it's I have a lot of different friends who play guitar in the street, and I think I can say in no in all the houses, but in many houses exists one guitar right there in the corner. And after eating the meal and dinner, or doesn't matter which meal, we bring the guitar out and we start to sing. It's something who's part of our culture. But my mother certainly, she bring us to learn how to dance, how to enjoy the beautiful part of the art. Even if she don't have the skills to dance, or she don't have the preparation. She was barely finished the school, and she bring for many blocks, 18 blocks to bring us to the art center to learn how to dance, at least how to dance. And later, but way later, like I was 12 years old and started to really have the desire to have a guitar. And I cleaned many cars
And shoes.
and shoes to buy my first guitar.
So can you tell us a little bit about how Cascada de Flores came together and how you guys started performing?
It's an interesting story. I came up from Los Angeles. I had fallen in love with Mexican music and dance at UCLA, the University of California in Los Angeles, and I was playing with a mariachi. And I came up to San Francisco, and through the folkloric dance world, I met Jorge, who came to the United States to play flamenco, because his guitar journeys brought him into the culture of flamenco in Mexico City. And he came here to play flamenco and thought he'd return. And we met and started doing music from Mexico. We realized we really had this shared passion for things that people don't tend to hear, the songs that aren't so popular or the genres that aren't so known about. And so we became sort of amateur musicologists, listening and asking and traveling, and that's how Cascada de Flores was formed. And anyone who shares that with us and loves to play with us, we love to play with them.
That's awesome. Do you guys travel like quite a bit performing?
We did many places. We travel a lot.
Tours that we really enjoyed were all over New Mexico and Idaho, and we got to play in a couple of places in New York City, Cuba, and Mexico, and
we went to Canada too.
Oh yeah, Northern Ontario, Canada. We did a tour of in April.
Alaska too.
Oh, Alaska, that was really fun.
Really
and all over all the little corners of California, we perform a lot for children here, and get to see and sing and dance with all ages, and in the smallest rural we went to the only one-room schoolhouse left in rural California.
Awesome. So can you talk a little bit about how you put the music together for your programs, how you sort of form your programs?
We like now to weave together still some of those older pieces, things that people might not have heard as much, like maybe one of our favorite pieces, La Chuparrosa from Oaxaca, is part of the Afro-Mexican community of the Costa Chica, the Pacific Coast. And a lot of people don't realize that. And it's also not one of the songs that's the most popular, but it's just things like that that we just fall in love with and end up becoming ours in our own way. But then during the pandemic, we started to enjoy connecting via Facebook Live and doing songs that people could sing along with and kind of bring back the nostalgia, the feeling of nostalgia that will get people to open up and sing. And so now we also weave in some of the more known boleros and rancheras that not just grandmothers know, but also their children.
Yeah. We used to put the radio in Mexico just specific to hear the hour of Pedro Infante or the hour of Javier Solís, the singers. Just 1 hour with them. It was a gift because they put boleros, they put rancheras, they put many things. It's like a small radio.
Yeah.
What the program what we have.
So I was just wondering if there's a specific song that you're going to be doing on the set that maybe you could talk about why it's very special to you.
We love to sing. What's the name here in the United States? What a difference
A day makes.
For example, because it's a very clear example of something who will travel no matter where. It's all around the world. Many big artists record this song, but the reality is it was written for a Mexican composer, but we like to sing in two versions, in English and in Spanish, because this just is important to exchange how they transform one song in Spanish, because they want to give it the gift to somebody in English to understand the poetry and enjoy the music, the idea of the composer. I think it's very representative for us to sing that. Everybody knows this song, beautiful song, and everybody not have to listen in Spanish because the poetry is just very rich.
It's a totally different song. It's
Yeah.
like one side, the song in English, What a Difference a Day Makes, is like the sweet, innocent beginning of love. And the second side, the original song, Cuando Vuelva a Tu Lado, is darker. They have a whole history, these two people. There's loss and there's pleading. So it's amazing. They're two beautiful pieces that come from the same thing, but flowered into different.
and we play with the game with the idea that she was from Mexico and she married somebody from New York.